That yellow clearance sticker Walmart slaps on stuff doesn't automatically mean good deal. Sometimes it means you're about to save serious money. Other times it means Walmart is quietly dumping a problem product on you before you even know it's a problem. The only thing that actually tells you which situation you're in is the reason behind the markdown. And that's exactly what I'm breaking down for you today. Item by item, no fluff. If this kind of breakdown helps you save cash, smash that like button, drop a comment telling me which item you're grabbing, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's get into it. Keurig K Express. Here's the thing most people never bother to check. Walmart isn't marking things down out of the goodness of its heart. Every single clearance tag has a business reason behind it, and that reason determines whether you're walking out with a bargain or walking out with someone else's problem. A warehouse that needs space moves fast and cheap. A brand switching to a new generation dumps the old one at a discount. And a product that's quietly been generating complaints gets buried under a yellow tag, hoping nobody asks questions. Today I'm walking through a long list of exactly what's on clearance at Walmart right now, why it's marked down, and whether you should actually buy it or just keep walking. Let's start with the coffee maker. First up, the Keurig K Express Essentials. This thing is getting knocked down from $79 to $49. And no, it's not because there's something wrong with it. Walmart is simply sitting on way too much inventory heading into the tail end of summer, and they need it gone before the warehouses get backed up with fall stock. If you've been on the fence about jumping into the pod coffee world, this is basically the universe handing you a green light. There's not a whole lot of mystery to this machine. It's small, it doesn't eat up your counter, it brews in under 60 seconds, and the strong brew setting is a lifesaver if you're the type who can't function on watered-down coffee. On top of that, it takes any K-Cup pod out there, so you're not stuck buying one specific brand for the rest of your life. At $49, you're basically paying less than what a decent drip machine from Mr. Coffee or Black Plus Decor would run you, except you're getting way more convenience for the money. It's a no-brainer if you've been putting off buying one. Drio 42-inch tower fan. Next is Drio. You probably haven't seen this brand plastered on a TV commercial, but if you spend any time in online deal hunting groups, this name pops up constantly, especially their fans. The 42-inch tower fan is dropping from $89 to $64, and it's dropping right during peak fan season, which should tell you the shelves are going to clear out fast. What actually makes Drio worth paying attention to, instead of grabbing some flimsy plastic fan for 20 bucks less, is the noise level. This thing runs under 34 decibels, meaning you can leave it on all night and it won't wake you up every time it kicks into a higher setting. Here's a bonus most people never think about. If you've got the AC running, put this fan in the right corner of the room, and it'll push that cold air around more evenly. That means your air conditioner doesn't have to work as hard, which means it lasts longer, and your electric bill doesn't spike as much. You won't notice this benefit the day you buy it, but you'll notice it when the bill shows up. Compared to Lasco, yeah, Drio costs a little more, but anyone who's actually slept in a room with one running overnight will tell you the quieter operation and smoother airflow are worth the extra cash. If you're finding this useful so far, do me a favor and hit like, drop a quick comment, and subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel keep making these lists. Oral-B IO Series 4. Now, here's one where you need to slow down before tossing it in your cart. The Oral-B IO Series 4 electric toothbrush is marked down from $99 to $69. And on the surface, that looks like your ticket into a premium toothbrush line without paying premium prices. That's exactly the trap. The problem isn't the toothbrush handle itself, it's what comes after you own it. The IO Series 4 uses its own specific brush heads, and those heads cost almost double what you'd pay for heads on Oral-B's older lines. Since the company is pushing everyone toward newer IO generations, these particular replacement heads are slowly becoming harder to find on shelves. You're not stepping into a growing product ecosystem, you're stepping into one that's shrinking under your feet. There's a second issue nobody talks about: the battery. These clearance units have usually been sitting in storage for a long stretch, and lithium-ion batteries that don't get regularly charged and drained will degrade quietly. You won't notice it on day one. You'll notice it a few weeks in when the battery life suddenly isn't what it used to be. Beat Studio Pro. Now this one is the rare case where the clearance reason actually works entirely in your favor. Walmart badly overestimated how popular the navy colorway would be compared to black or camo, which sold out weeks ago. And now they're sitting on a pile of navy units nobody predicted. Because of that overstock, the Navy Beat Studio Pro dropped from $349 all the way down to $161, more than 54% off. At full price, $349, people usually cross-shop this against Sony or Bose, and Beats sometimes loses that comparison on long-wear comfort. But at $161, that whole equation flips. You're getting that signature deep bass sound, genuinely strong active noise cancellation, and 40 hours of battery life, features that would normally cost you $250 plus if you went with a competing brand. At this price point, there's really no argument against grabbing a pair. AirPods Max. Apple almost never puts a straight discount on its products at big retail chains. That's just not how Apple operates. So when you see AirPods Max sitting at $449 at Walmart this week, that number deserves way more attention than it might get at first glance. An $80 discount off the original $529 price tag might not sound as flashy as some of these 50% off deals we're talking about today, but for Apple, this is genuinely rare. You won't find a straight markdown like this at Best Buy or Target either. The reason behind it is Apple's full transition to USB-C ports, along with a new color lineup, which means Walmart has to clear space for the incoming shipment by discounting the existing colors: blue, purple, and starlight. As far as actual performance goes, the AirPods Max are still the top-tier audio experience inside the Apple ecosystem. You get unmatched spatial audio for movies, a solid aluminum body, and breathable knit mesh ear cushions that don't feel gross after long wear. If you're an iPhone user who still hasn't invested in a good pair of over-ear headphones, this is the window to do it. JBL Bar 500. Here's where you need to pump the brakes for 30 seconds before checking out. The JBL Bar 500 shows up at $520 in store, discounted from $689. And that looks like a solid deal, until you realize Walmart's own website and Best Buy too are both selling the exact same soundbar for $449 during this same event week. That $520 in store price isn't a deal. It's a psychological trick. The yellow clearance tag makes your brain register discount even though there isn't one. You'd literally be paying an extra $71 for the privilege of grabbing the box off a shelf, instead of spending 30 seconds pulling out your phone. If you actually want the JBL Bar 500, it's absolutely worth grabbing at $449. You get a legit wireless subwoofer and genuinely cinematic sound. Just order it on your phone before you even leave the parking lot. Don't let being in a hurry cost you $71 for nothing. Quick pause. If this list is saving you money already, smash that like button, leave a comment with your favorite deal so far, and hit subscribe. It really does help. Sony, 1000 XM4. Sony already rolled out the XM5, but they've kept the XM4 in production because the fan base for it just won't quit. And that's created a genuinely great situation for shoppers this week. Walmart has this pair priced at $199, a straight $149 markdown off the original $348. That's a rare moment where the XM4 line dips under the $200 mark at any major retailer, Costco and Sam's Club included. The logic behind the discount is simple. Walmart wants a bigger slice of the premium headphone market right as peak summer travel and commuting season hits. And they picked the XM4 specifically because it's a proven product that doesn't need convincing anyone of its quality. The noise cancellation on the XM4 is genuinely top of its class. It kills airplane engine drone, street noise, or the TV blaring from the next room. And it does it without that uncomfortable pressure in your ears, feeling some angst headphones give you. At $199, the XM4 doesn't just beat out JBL or Skull Candy at similar prices, it makes spending extra for the XM5 a much harder sell. Hisense R652 soundbar. Not everybody needs a $500 home theater setup just to get better sound than their TV's built-in speakers. Hisense knows that, and the R652 was their budget answer for that crowd. Until the newer model came along, and this one had to make room on the shelf. That's why the R652 dropped from $149 to $79 this week. This markdown is happening because of a product line upgrade, not because there's anything actually wrong with the unit. For $79, you're getting a stable Bluetooth connection, a slim design that won't hog your entertainment center, and a noticeable jump in sound quality over any TV's built-in speakers in the budget range. Mainstays patio set, a full 3-piece outdoor furniture set, cushions included, for under $200? You basically never see that number at Target or Home Depot, even during their big summer sales events. Walmart is cutting this Mainstays set from $299 down to $198. And the reason is purely practical. They need the floor space cleared before back-to-school displays roll in next month. The set includes 2 cushioned armchairs and a tempered glass coffee table. The frame is powder-coated steel, wrapped in PE rattan wicker, which holds up fine against harsh summer sun and sudden rain without turning brittle, cracking, or growing mold. A $198 price tag on a cushioned outdoor set is genuinely rare no matter where you shop. And once this batch clears, that shelf space is going to backpacks and pencil cases, not to a deeper discount. Eclipse blackout curtains clearance doesn't always mean something's broken. Sometimes it just means the color wasn't popular. And that's exactly when smart shoppers pounce. Walmart is running a seasonal clear-out on the Eclipse Absolute Zero blackout curtain line, cutting prices from $30 down to $14 on the blue and darker shades that didn't fly off shelves as fast. The reason is simple. Everyone rushed the neutral tones first, those sold out, and now the less popular colors are sitting there, waiting to be cleared before fall inventory rolls in. There's genuinely nothing wrong with the product. The color just wasn't everyone's first pick. If blue or a darker tone works in your space, $14 for an Eclipse Absolute Zero panel is a price that even the basic Mainstays curtain line can't touch when it comes to actual thermal performance. Eclipse's light-blocking weave blocks of rays and keeps rooms noticeably cooler during hot months, which means your air conditioner doesn't have to run as hard. The electricity savings will pay off the cost of these curtains faster than you'd think. We're deep into this list now. If you're still with me, smash like, drop a comment on which item surprised you most, and subscribe so you catch the next breakdown. Mainstays curtain rod. This one looks like a throwaway item. A $12 clearance tag on a basic curtain rod doesn't scream pay attention. But this is actually one of the clearest examples of the gap between in-store pricing and Walmart's own website. Pull up the Walmart app and search this exact rod, and the online price starts at $7. Same product, same brand, same retailer. A full $5 gap purely because you're standing in the store instead of sitting on your couch. Order online, choose in-store pickup, and you pocket that $5 for doing basically nothing extra. Brinks Hardware. The smart home wave is forcing big retailers to hand over prime shelf space to fingerprint locks and touchscreen entry systems. Because of that shift, Brinks' entire lineup of traditional handles and locks is getting phased out with markdowns up to 45% across the whole older catalog. The Brinks round doorknob set for bedrooms and bathrooms drops from $18 to $10. The premium lever lock set for main entry doors goes from $34 down to $21. The heavy-duty deadbolt falls from $25 to roughly $13.50. Those are the real in-store numbers. Brinks has been a trusted security name in the US for decades. Durable alloy hardware, anti-pick cylinders, and reliable mechanical locking with zero battery worries or software glitches to deal with. If you're keeping your home's classic look intact instead of going full smart lock, this is a genuinely rare window to upgrade your whole home's hardware for a lot less money. Better Homes and Gardens bathroom shelf here is one you should actually walk past. These Better Homes and Gardens hanging bathroom shelves are piled high on clearance racks and look like an easy grab. But this product has picked up a steady wave of negative feedback across shopping communities, and for good reason. The plating on these shelves rusts fast once it's exposed to regular bathroom steam, leaving ugly rust stains on your tile that are a pain to scrub off. On top of that, the gap between shelf tiers is too tight to fit the larger shampoo and body wash bottles most families buy in bulk from Costco or Sam's Club. Skip this one. Ninja Foodi Smart XL. Once you start cooking with this thing, going back to your old setup feels like a downgrade. And right now, the price is sitting at the lowest point you'll find all year. Walmart put the Ninja Foodi Smart XL into its top deal category for the month to drive demand ahead of the holidays, cutting it from $249 to $149, a full $100 off, which is enough to turn a maybe later into a buy it right now. Important detail: these are brand new, factory-sealed units, not display models, not returns. At $149, this grill genuinely has no real competition in its category. The cooking surface is big enough to grill 4 steaks at once. The smart thermometer tracks internal temperature down to the exact degree, and the smoke control system lets you grill indoors, air conditioning running and all, without the smell taking over your whole house. Carrot 10-piece cookware set. Carrot teamed up with Walmart to push serious volume this summer, and as a result, this 10-piece ceramic cookware set with removable handles dropped from $129 to $59, over 54% off. It's a win-win setup. Carrot wants deeper reach into the US market, and Walmart wants a kitchen item exciting enough to pull people through the doors during the slow summer stretch. The best feature here is the detachable handle design. Cook on the stovetop, pop the handle off, and the pot goes straight into the oven or right onto the dinner table. No need to dirty a separate serving dish. Stacked together, This set saves up to 70% of the cabinet space you'd normally need for a full pot and pan collection. Stacked against Tefal or mainstays at similar price points, Karat just looks more refined, and long-term reviews consistently rate its ceramic coating as more durable. Halfway through the second half of this list, like the video if you're taking notes, comment your city so I know where people are watching from, and subscribe for the next one. Hamilton Beach Toaster. Hamilton Beach is overhauling the whole look of its product lineup, phasing out the glossy black plastic casings in favor of powder-coated cream and matte black finishes that fit today's minimalist trend. Because of that shift, the classic plastic and stainless toaster is clearance tagged from $25 down to $15, almost 40% off, purely because the color doesn't match the brand's new design direction anymore. At $15, you'd struggle to find a brand with equal motor durability and consistent heating performance over at Dollar Tree or a random grocery store end cap. It's got sturdy mechanical buttons, wide slots, auto shutoff, and a high-lift lever so you can grab smaller pieces of bread without burning your fingers. The kind of practical stuff you actually use every single morning. Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer. Same story as the toaster. Hamilton Beach is pushing this glossy black plastic model off shelves to make room for their newer, more modern-looking slow juicer lineup. The Big Mouth Juicer drops from $69 to $42, and if you've been wanting a heavy-duty juicer to get more vitamins into your family's morning routine, now's the time. The name isn't just marketing. The extra wide feed chute lets you drop in a whole medium apple or carrot without chopping it up first. It runs on 800 watts, extracts juice fast, and the oversized pulp bin means your morning doesn't get bogged down emptying it every 5 minutes. Compared to Breville, the pulp isn't squeezed quite as dry, but at $42 versus Breville's roughly $200 price tag, that's a trade-off most families will make without hesitation. Rubbermaid Easy Find Lids. Rubbermaid is clearing shelf space for its new Premium Brilliance line with glass-like clear latching lids. And because of that, the whole classic Easy Find Lids line is being liquidated with markdowns up to 45%. The 18-piece set, originally $30, is now $16.50. A deal that falls firmly into the buy it because it's practical, not because it's exciting category. Easy Find Lids became a staple in American kitchens for a good reason. The red lids snap tightly together or snap right onto the bottom of the container, so you're never digging through a cabinet trying to find a lid that vanished into thin air. It's heavy-duty no. 5 plastic, fully microwave and dishwasher safe. At $16.50 for 18 pieces, that's a better deal than the bulk sets at Sam's Club. And once Rubbermaid finishes clearing this stock for their new line, this price disappears for good. 9th generation iPad. Walmart doesn't clear out iPad inventory often. And when they do, it's usually a sign something bigger is shifting in the product lineup. This time it's because Apple is moving entirely to USB-C and an all-screen design, which means this final Lightning port generation of iPad needs to go. It's dropping from $329 to $229, a price point where an iPad has genuinely never been this easy to get your hands on. The only real difference between this and the newer generations is the charging port and the screen bezel. Otherwise, the A13 Bionic chip still runs everyday tasks smoothly. Movies, news, FaceTime, browsing with zero lag or stutter, and the physical home button with Touch ID is actually preferred by a lot of older users over the newer swipe gesture-heavy models. Shark IQ Robot Vacuum RV10001AE. Shark just confirmed its next-gen robot vacuum line, built with object recognition AI, is launching this fall. And that's creating a genuinely rare opportunity at Walmart right now. Because the current Shark IQ line needs to make room, the RV1001AE, usually priced $450 to $500, is on clearance for about $299. That's up to 40% off a product with zero quality issues. It's simply being replaced by the next generation. The standout feature here is the self-emptying base, which holds up to 30 days of dirt and dust, meaning you basically don't think about emptying it for an entire month. The robot maps your home on its own, and its cleaning performance on both carpet and hard floors consistently ranks near the top of its category. Shark Cordless Pet Plus. Right alongside the robot vacuum, Shark is also clearing out the Cordless Pet Plus stick vacuum to make room for newer models with battery percentage displays and more compact folding wands. It's dropping from $279 to $179, a $100 cut that makes this a genuinely strong alternative if you've been eyeing a cordless Dyson but can't stomach the $400 price tag. The real selling point is the self-cleaning brush roll, which automatically slices through hair and pet fur that wraps around the roller, completely killing the need to grab scissors and cut out tangled hair after every single use like older vacuum models forced you to do. Almost at 5,000 words here. If this list has been worth your time, hit like. Tell me in the comments which item you're actually buying. And subscribe, because there's more coming. Bonus round, more clearance tags worth knowing about. Alright, that covers the original lineup. But Walmart's clearance section is deep, and there are a handful of other tags worth flagging before you head out the door. These follow the exact same logic. Some are legit steals, some are traps. And you need to know which is which before you load up your cart. Instant Pot Duo 7-in-1. Instant Pot is rolling out a newer Pro Plus line with a redesigned display and app connectivity, so the classic Duo 7-in-1 is getting pushed to clearance, dropping from $99 to $59. This has nothing to do with quality, it's purely a generational handoff. The Duo still does everything most households actually need: pressure cooking, slow cooking, rice, steaming, sodding, warming, and yogurt making, all in one pot. If you don't care about app control and just want a reliable multi-cooker, this is close to the cheapest you'll ever see a genuine Instant Pot. Bissell Little Green Portable Carpet Cleaner. Bissell is clearing older generation Little Green units to make shelf space for a new cordless version launching this fall. The corded model is dropping from $109 to $69. This is another case where the clearance is about lineup transition, not product failure. The corded Little Green has been a go-to for pet owners and parents dealing with carpet stains for years, and $69 is a genuinely strong price for a machine that reliably lifts out stains other spot cleaners just smear around. Ozark Trail 26-quart cooler with summer winding down. Walmart needs to clear cooler inventory before fall camping gear rolls in. The Ozark Trail 26-quart hard cooler is dropping from $99 to $54. This one's straightforward seasonal clearance, no hidden catch. It holds ice for several days. The latches are sturdy, and at $54 it undercuts Yeti-style coolers by a wide margin, while still handling the basics of keeping drinks and food cold on a weekend trip. Mainstay's 5-shelf bookcase. Similar to the patio furniture story, Walmart needs floor space for back-to-school displays, and furniture is getting hit with markdowns across the board. The Mainstay's 5-shelf bookcase drops from $60 to $36. It's simple particle board construction, nothing fancy. But for dorm rooms, home offices, or kids' rooms needing extra storage, $36 is hard to beat. And there's no quality concern here, it's pure seasonal shelf clearing. Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. Samsung's newer Galaxy Tab A series models are rolling out. So Walmart is clearing remaining Tab A9 Plus stock, cutting it from $220 to $159. Unlike the iPad situation, this isn't a full transition to new hardware standards. It's simply inventory rotation ahead of a new model year. The Tab A9 Plus still handles streaming, browsing, and basic productivity smoothly, and at $159, it's one of the more capable budget Android tablets you'll find at that price anywhere right now. George Foreman Classic Plate Grill. George Foreman is shifting its lineup toward removable plate grills with non-stick ceramic coatings, so the classic fixed plate grill is getting phased out, dropping from $35 to $19. If you don't mind scrubbing a fixed plate instead of popping off a removable one, there's no real downside here. It still grills evenly, drains grease properly, and at $19, it's a genuinely solid entry point for anyone who doesn't already own one. Crock-Pot's 6-quart cook and carry slow cooker Crock-Pot is pushing its Wi-Fi connected smart slow cooker line harder this year, which means the classic cook and carry manual model is getting cleared out, dropping from $45 to $27. This is another straightforward lineup transition markdown. Nothing wrong with the unit itself. It locks the lid for spill-free transport, which makes it genuinely useful for potlucks and family gatherings, and at $27 it's one of the cheapest reliable slow cookers you'll find with a locking lid feature included. Mainstay's memory foam bath mat set here is one to actually be cautious about, similar to the bathroom shelf situation earlier. These memory foam bath mat sets are heavily marked down from $25 to $11, and the clearance tag makes it tempting. But the foam in this specific batch has a known issue with retaining moisture and developing a musty smell within a few weeks if it's not fully air-dried after every use. If you've got good bathroom ventilation and don't mind being diligent about drying it out, it's fine. If your bathroom stays humid, skip it. The smell issue shows up more often than Walmart's return desk would like to admit. Mainstay's electric griddle. Mainstays is updating its small kitchen appliance line with a sleeker, rounded-edge design. which means the old rectangular electric griddle is getting cleared out, dropping from $32 to $18. There's no functional issue here. It's purely a cosmetic redesign pushing the older shape off shelves. The griddle still heats evenly across the full surface. The non-stick coating holds up fine for pancakes, eggs, and grilled cheese, and the removable temperature dial makes cleanup simple. At $18, it's one of the more practical breakfast upgrades on this entire list, especially if you're currently juggling a single frying pan for a whole family's breakfast. Blackstone's 17-inch tabletop griddle. Blackstone typically doesn't discount its griddles much, since demand for outdoor cooking gear stays strong basically year-round. But Walmart is clearing out last year's tabletop model to make room for the updated version with a built-in grease management system. The 17-inch model drops from $197 to $148. If you don't need the newer grease tray upgrade, there's genuinely no reason to pay more. The cooking surface, heat distribution, and portability are identical to the new model. And this is about as rare as a Blackstone discount gets outside of a holiday sale. Mainstay's weighted blanket. Walmart over-ordered weighted blankets heading into what turned out to be a milder spring. And now they're sitting on excess stock that needs to move before fall bedding lines take over that shelf space. The 15-pound Mainstay's weighted blanket drops from $45 to $24. This is pure overstock. Nothing wrong with the product. The glass bead filling is evenly distributed. The outer cover is machine washable. And at $24, it's a genuinely affordable way to try out weighted blankets if you've been curious but didn't want to spend $80 or more on a premium brand. Vizio 50-inch V-Series 4K TV. Vizio just rolled out its newest V-Series generation with an updated processor, which means Walmart needs to clear the previous year's 50-inch model. It's dropping from $328 to $248. This is a straightforward generational handoff. The older model still delivers a sharp 4K picture with solid HDR support for the price point. And unless you specifically need the newer processor's slightly faster app loading times, you're not missing much by grabbing the outgoing model for $80 less. Keter outdoor storage deck box. Same back-to-school shelf-clearing logic as the patio set and the bookcase. Keter's deck box is dropping from $149 to $99 to make room for fall inventory. Nothing wrong with the product itself. Its weatherproof resin construction holds up to 150 gallons of cushions, pool toys, or gardening tools, and the lid doubles as extra outdoor seating. At $99, it's a solid grab if you've been needing somewhere to stash outdoor gear before the weather turns. Propane tank refill exchange discount bundle. This isn't a product markdown exactly, but Walmart is running a bundled clearance offer on propane tank exchanges tied to end-of-summer grilling inventory, knocking the usual $24 exchange price down to $16 for a limited run. If you grill regularly, swapping your empty tank now instead of waiting until next season locks in the lower price and saves you a trip later when the discount inevitably disappears. Yankee Candle large jar clearance. Yankee Candle rotates its scent lineup seasonally, and Walmart is clearing out spring and early summer scents to make room for fall favorites, like pumpkin and apple varieties coming in next month. Large jar candles are dropping from $28 down to $14. There's nothing wrong with these. The scent throw and burn time are identical to full-price candles. They're simply scents that are getting phased out of the seasonal rotation. If you don't care about matching a candle to the exact season, this is basically half-price Yankee Candle for no real downside. Last reminder before we close this out, if any of these items are going in your cart this week, like the video, comment which one, and subscribe so you catch next week's list before the deals disappear. Wrapping this up. Here's the bottom line. That yellow tag by itself tells you nothing. It's the story behind it that matters. Sometimes it's a warehouse that needs to move volume before the season changes. Sometimes it's a company retiring an old product line to make way for something new. And sometimes, like with that bathroom shelf or the memory foam bath mats, it's Walmart quietly trying to offload something with a real problem before customers catch on and returns start piling up. The pattern repeats across almost every category on this list. Electronics get cleared out because a manufacturer is switching ports, colors, or processors, not because the unit sitting in front of you is defective. Furniture and seasonal goods get cleared out because the calendar is flipping to back to school or fall, not because demand dried up. Kitchen gadgets get cleared out because a brand wants shelf space for a flasher, app-connected version of the exact same tool you already know how to use. And every once in a while, a clearance tag shows up because the product genuinely has a track record of failing customers. And that's the one time you actually need to walk away no matter how tempting the discount looks. The skill here isn't spotting a low price. Anyone can see a big number crossed out next to a smaller one on a shelf tag. That part takes zero effort and zero brainpower. The actual skill, the thing that separates people who save real money from people who accidentally get talked into buying junk, is pausing for 10 seconds and asking why that price dropped in the first place. Is it overstock? Is it a generational handoff? Is it a color nobody wanted? Or is it a quiet admission that the product doesn't hold up? This list should give you a pretty solid head start on running through that checklist automatically every single time you walk past a yellow tag from now on, without even needing to think about it consciously. Walmart runs clearance markdowns every single week, but the window for the genuinely good ones usually only lasts a few days before shelves empty out completely. Knowing which tags are worth grabbing before everyone else figures it out isn't a small advantage. It's literally cash staying in your pocket every single month. And over a year, that adds up to real money most people are leaving on the table, simply because they never stopped to ask the right question at the right moment. If this list saved you money or steered you away from a bad purchase, do me a solid, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which item on this list you're actually going for, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. See you in the next one.